Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Friday the 6th of March. Nicola Willis says a new poll expected to put National at 28% would be unacceptable if it was an election result. Our newsroom understands the Taxpayers Union set to release a poll tipped to show the National Party only a couple of points above its disastrous 2020 election wipeout. Deputy Leader Nicola Willis says if the reported number is accurate, it's obviously not a good figure.
We have to do better than that, and we need to look at that number and consider what New Zealanders are saying and what they're thinking.
Not good, but not the end of the world, is how Winston Peters describes the new poll. The New Zealand First Leader says it won't affect who he'll be willing to work with. He told Ryan Bridge there's a lot he still wants to get done.
This country was being saved from being a Myanmar or a Venezuela in 2023, and that mission is still required in 2026. Make no bones about that.
TVNZ is crediting its digital strategy for helping it weather the tides of economic and market turmoil. The broadcasters unveiled a $2.4 million net profit for the second half of last year and a $1.6 million dividend to the Crown. Claudia O'Neill has more.
TVNZ says it's offset a 12% drop in total revenue from the prior corresponding period with cost management and investment in digital advertising. Its new co-viewing measurement tool can distinguish between someone streaming alone and a household watching together. Digital now makes up 30% of total advertising revenue.
US President Donald Trump is continuing to tout the success of joint US-Israeli action against Iran. The death toll in Iran has reached more than 1,200. Iran is also continuing to fire missiles at surrounding Gulf countries. Trump says Iran's military, air force and navy have been greatly reduced and it has very little left. He says Iran is calling to negotiate peace, but he's not interested at the moment.
They're calling, they're saying, how do we make a deal? I said, you're being a little bit late and we want to fight now more than they do.
Momentum's building for stronger online safety rules following a parliamentary inquiry. A select committee endorses a social media ban for under-16s and calls for an online regulator and tougher controls on harmful apps and algorithms. However, ACT and the Greens aren't fully on board. National's lead MP on the committee, Carl Bates, told Mike Hosking this gives the government a platform to move forward with policy.
There's now the opportunity for Minister Stanford to take the recommendations into the consideration of the work that she's doing as the lead minister and respond on what actions we can take to further this work.
An early Christmas present for Guns N' Roses fans. They return to Eden Park on December 17 as part of their world tour. To sport, the threat of shock relegation continues to increase for Tottenham Hotspur in football's Premier League. They've suffered a fifth straight defeat, this time losing 3-1 at home to Crystal Palace, despite taking a 1-0 lead midway through the first half. Two-time World Cup winner and former Chiefs midfielder Sonny Bill Williams is the latest to offer a glowing endorsement for new All Blacks coach Dave Rennie. And golfer Ryan Fox has carded a 4-under par opening round to be near the top of the leaderboard at the Arnold Palmer Invitational on the PGA Tour in Florida. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.